It's time to become a Pokemon Master. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Thriller here, and welcome to the Catch 'em All Part 1. This is going to be episode number 17 of our Pokemon Black Randomizer Nuzlocke today, and I called it the Catch 'em All Part 1 because today's episode is strictly going to be catching the next set of encounters, and then we're going to do another episode where we catch the rest of the set of the encounters. And then after that, we'll get back to the main plot of the game, and we could maybe have a new team by then. But you guys are excited for today's episode, which is going to be a nice, chill out, cool vibe, and just relaxed type of thing. Leave a like if you haven't already, subscribe if you're new, join the Thrill Crew today, because we throw in the King of the Crew. And real quick, I'm going to go ahead and use a little team overlook here. So we're rocking with 4 members of the team right now, and then have Beta here as a Surf and Fly HM. I will remove Surf off of Beta when we get to it. But until then, I am not going to. He's just going to be a Surf HM slave to that point. And you're also going to notice I have a certain party member not here as well. Well, because like I said in the last episode, we are going to go to the area where we get a guaranteed egg. So, what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to go ahead and basically hold off on trying to get 2 encounters before we get the egg. That way I can have the egg on the party and I can start burning steps. And if we don't hatch the egg before the second part of the Catch 'em All episode, then I will most likely then just, you know, do it off cam, which obviously you guys believe me, I wouldn't try to steer you wrong. Obviously it's also an egg, I can't physically cheat the egg in, which is really fun. It would be really funny if I could, but if I would, I'd make it a Palkia. I'm not Dialga, of course. That way we can have Palkia and Dialga on the same team. I have a dragon type that I'm not actually scared to have on my team because I was going to elite the dragon. Wow. That power. But like I said, we are going to be not getting our encounters just yet. We're going to make sure we are making it through this route first. Now, I believe I need to go through. Nope, I did that wrong. I want to get the item. Wait, hold up, wait a minute. It's the Postman! I don't remember that song's from, by the way. I go based off of memes. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually now going to hold buttons going down. So, like, when we go onto that, I press the down button on my keyboard just to make sure I would not trigger the, just to make sure I would not push myself too far. Oh, wait, I messed that up. Here I am now, I'm perfectly messing up now. Also, in case anyone's wondering, yes, the route did change. It just can't change because on camera because you can't see it. Alright, go ahead and get this egg, and now we'll go ahead and start getting our encounters. No, I remember correctly, I actually think the eggs are coded in the randomizer that they can't be legendaries, which kind of sucks, but at the same time it would make sense. Wow, this repel is kind of kicking me. I actually didn't think this repel would be that long enough. Alright, come on. Alright, repel word off. First encounter for this route's gonna be... not. Really? So, we're never using this Pokemon. We agree on that, right? We're never using a Wobbuffet. Now, granted, yes, Wobbuffet now can actually be useful for a couple different tools. Like, it can actually use things like Toxic together. I'm sad we caught that in the first call. Don't get me wrong, it has the great toolage and tools to do so. I want to call this like the Roid Man. Thank thank you, Roy Man, for the subscription, dude. Appreciate the support. I mean, there can be some cool things with Wobble Fett. I actually haven't really looked at Wobble Fett's offensive stats. I mean, if it has something that can be decently viable. But if anything, Wobble Fett's just a good wall. So it's like, Wobble Fett, if it gets toxic, like Toxic Protect, and maybe some potential hazards, like, it's not the worst thing out there. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead, attack here. And as you can see, the route is going to change. Alright, our first encounter here is going to be... I will take that. I will actually take that. I like Flappy. I love Ampharos. We actually, you know, it's funny. I think it was in the episode, or the episode before that one, that we were literally talking about Ampharos and how much I actually like that guy. That's really funny. I love Ampharos. Oh, I would have liked, like, I would have called this one Bash. Damn. Oh well, we'll call him something else. We'll call this one... let's call this... oh, Maurus. Out of Sonic Maurus the Hedgehog. Thank you so much for the subscription, my guy. Do appreciate it. And again, if you guys want to be nicknamed after Pokemon, you have two simple, easy ways to do it. All you gotta do is, for one, hit that subscribe button. Because obviously, being a part of the Throw Crew, I give you a free nickname. I literally write down the nickname of every single subscriber I have. And it's sometimes I have to rewrite the paper to make sure I can know who I've already done and who I haven't. And just so you guys can show, so I can show my appreciation for you guys. The other way is simply answer the common question today. It means if you don't feel like I'm your cup of tea for a subscription, that's totally okay. But if you want to watch the videos just to have fun, but also answer the common question today to get nicknamed Pokemon, that's totally cool too, man. I appreciate any kind of support I can get on the channel. I'm going to be careful with this chick, because she sometimes is a bit of a trickster. Okay, look how instant of a turn that was. I wasn't even running. See, I think the game's coding is stupid sometimes. Like, you literally just saw she was there and she turned, and now she made an instant turn as soon as I walked behind her. Like, that makes zero sense how that was possible. But it's whatever. Love me a good Pepsi after a long day of work. You know what? This will be a boring question of the day, but we're here to try and chill in the zone for these episodes, for this next episode. What do you guys like? What is your guys' like dream? You know what? Actually, what's your dream job? I don't have strength. Fuck it all. I think there might be an item there, but I don't. Fun fact though, if you actually go here, you get Waterfall. So if you want a good water type move, you can have that now. But yeah, what do you guys want as a dream job? And more important, and I guess if you want to, you go ahead and tell me what your current job is right now. For me, I am currently a head prep cook on a kitchen line, and it's a job that I mostly do love, but I do have its moments where I do visibly hate it. I really do. Just because it's been so taxing on me at times. Oh shit. I didn't mean to go that one. Wait. I look like a genius. I swear that was accidental. I actually wasn't trying to, know what I was doing this. But this does count as a new area. We'll see it here pop up in a second. But I think this is meant... well, first off, you get the upgrade here. So obviously this is meant to where you get the Porygon stuff like that. So. But yeah, this is a new area, which means a new encounter, which is a Jew. Ooh! Seed Flare! That is some power right there. You know what? This is actually, sadly, I think the best randomizer I've had for TMs with this game. As sad as it may sound. Don't mind me, I'm just such a voiceover. But yeah, my job, I mean, I don't hate my job for the part. At times, if not decently mostly, it gets really annoying. Like, I have family that work there, and one of my family members is one of my bosses, so it's a little tough to deal with that time, but anyways, our first encounter here is going to be... I will take a Sharpedo. I will take that. Wait, I forgot. What else did we capture just now? Ampharos. I will gladly take a Sharpedo. I'm not going to hit this thing with a Fire-type move because I actually think I'm going to kill it if I do. I'm almost 11 level below it. What I meant to say was 10. Even though technically, yes, I am. Anyways, Water Pulse. How much is doing? Ow. That should be this thing. I don't want to hit you with a water move because I actually think I can kill you. Because the one thing about Sharpedo. And sorry if I start interrupting myself. I'm just taking. Are you shitting me? Sorry if I interrupt myself, by the way. I'm going to drink some soda. Ow! That hurt! What the hell do I do against this guy? Do I have to kill him? I don't want to. I kind of want this guy. Like, what if he secretly has huge power? Actually, no, if he was huge power, he would have done over half my HP. Well, he's not huge power, but he could be Motor Drive. He could be Lightning Rod. You never know. And hey, we caught it. I also had this tendency of throwing Pokeballs at Pokemon that are full health, and everyone goes like, "What are you doing? You dumb idiot, cool guy. What are you doing?" I was like, first off, thank you for calling me cool. Appreciate that. But also it's just like, you know, I'm just trying to be me right now, you know. Well, then it's such a Stormy 500. I like naming Stormy after a really good water type Pokemon. And Stormy has always found some way to always make it onto our teams. So, just make it on our team. So, yeah. But, yeah, we're going to leave it with this because I think it's a powerful one. And there could be some future we maybe have to have another water type. There's a dark type. Wait. Almost forgot. 5,000. It's our 9,000. Sorry, I had to. But now, we're going to go ahead and fly to Striaton City. Now, if you guys remembered, when we went past in Striaton City, there was a little bit of a lake area. And I believe in episode 3 or 4, I had mentioned that I could have just imported myself a good rod and got myself the encounter in this town. Well, that's when I also told you why it would be the most stupidest idea for me to do that, because of the fact that the monster there will be level 40. Luckily, the one time I did it, it was with a Kratos, so I didn't have, like, lose sleep on losing the encounter. But now we're going to go ahead and try to capture a Pokemon here, and hopefully pick up something good. Pick up something powerful. Something... Oh. Oh my god! First off, this is fixed music. First off, I just remember it's fixed music, and I actually got a legendary with the fixed music. That's really funny. Also, there's no way in hell I'm catching this. Oh, wow. This is gonna be interesting. Also, in case anyone... Oh, you are a dickhead. Why do you have poison? Dang. Of course, you have poison type move. Why wouldn't you? But anyways, like I was saying to myself, I'm not catching this. And, Heathen Brain. Oh. We're gonna be here a long time. I'm not wasting the Master Ball on Virizion, by the way. If you love Virizion, I respect your opinion, but at the same time, Virizion is garbage. Like, it really just straight up is ass. Wait, was that crit capture? Okay, it wasn't. I thought it looked like a crit capture because I saw a glow on that. But, anyways. Also, I think this is ball number 4. Obviously, after the 5th ball, I'm not gonna make you guys sit here and wait for this video. But yeah, Virizion, and for me, is the weakest of the 3. Like, oh, we're gonna count all 4 of them together. I think Virizion is the weakest. I think it's the worst one. I think with Terra, there's a lot of great potential with this Pokemon. I never got to see the potential, sadly, but maybe I'll try again. But who knows? Alright, I think for this, I'll go 10, because obviously I want to make sure these videos stretch out as long as I can. And I am trying to make sure it's a proper split, so that way, you know, it's at least pushing past 20 minutes for the video. And then, you know, we can have another 20 to 30 minute video with a lot of that. Again, I'm splitting these catchings into 2 separate videos, because I'm not going to try to do all of them in one video in a giant video file. I don't really want that. Also, I've lost track how many balls I've done. I think that we're at, like, I'll just assume we're at 9 now, when we toss this. So, after the next ball, then I will pause the recording and we'll see what we'll try to catch this stuff. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not, I mean, the reason why I'm going to attempt to do this, first of all, is that 1, it is a legendary. And number 2, it technically has a typing that we don't have on the team right now, which is fighting in grass. And so, if it is a shitty mon, I will, I mean, it's not shitty mon. But anyway, I'll let you guys know if we catch this Virizion in just a second. Well, as you guys saw, we failed. And you want to know the biggest dick move this stupid freaking Virizion did? It would only shake 1 time. 99.99%. And you know what else it did then? You want to know what else it did? It then proceeded to, then when it was on its last hit, and I had 1 chance left to catch it, it was in the red. I throw my last Ultra Ball, well, not my very last Ultra Ball, the last Ultra Ball I can to try to catch it. I throw my last Ultra Ball, and I get a triple shake, and it breaks out. That mon proves to me why it is trash, why it is garbage, why it is an abomination, and an embarrassment to the Swords of Justice. There's a reason why he is not invited during the family reunions. You know what I mean? Just like, who cares about Virizion? Like, I understand. Like, okay, almost did that. I did not mean to do that. If you really do like Virizion, or Verizon, I don't fucking know how you say it. Oh, should hold on to the Toxic Orb for right now. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, that's some stuff in my bag I need to get rid of. Because I need that more money. Except the PP Maxes and Ethers, I'm not doing. Alright, time to buy some more Ultra Balls. Because we wasted how many doing that? 0.99. It's kind of ridiculous. Obviously, yeah, I'm kind of cheating to have all this money in, but again, it's only beneficiary stuff, guys. And again, I'm only getting those by me trying to beat the cheat. I'm not gonna just give myself free just like that. Again, this is my personal playground, even then I do that. So, white flute. Oh, I never seen the lighthouse actually have its light open when it comes to this. That's actually kind of cool. But we will get an encounter here in Driftvale City. Okay, really? Alright, here we go. First encounter in Driftvale City is gonna be... Yo! Big Samu! What is up, me hermano? And I already know the perfect name for this Pokemon. Why does everything want to have a nerve? Oh, brother. Alright, come on. 1 ball and done. 1 ball and done. Is that so hard? Was that really that hard? You see, you could have been like that for example. But yeah. But we have Samurott here, which is my go-to starter that I mostly pick in Gen 5. Superior is right then, and then Emwar never once touched. Emwar is garbage. Design-wise, I think he could have just been a lot better. And competitively, he's also pretty bad. But I had to name this after my main man, Spyro, because this is his favorite Pokemon. Thank you, Spyro, for the subscription. I do appreciate you. And again, more Devil's Den members, my friend groups. Like, what the hell? Like, this is getting kind of spooky that I'm collecting all of them. Sadly, I can't collect all of them because, you know, some Pokemon don't exist in this generation. Like, I'm sorry to Brendan that he won't see Cheetle here. Or, no, my bad. Or Rangaroot, that's his real mascot. Don't tell you this. Aquaring. Oh, wait, I forgot to do something. Actually, fuck it. We'll just make Beta here the HM slave. Well, not really an HM slave per se. But he's just gonna be the one that's gonna do all the work for us. Because we are gonna go to a new area. Correctly. Okay, I'm definitely thinking of black and white team. Fun fact, I believe in Blaze Black and Bolt White 2, this could be what I'm thinking of. You can find the genies here. So basically you have a guaranteed chance to get the genies here. Which is really interesting. Really interesting. But with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the Catch 'em All episode. Like I said, guys, these episodes are going to probably be a little more shorter because I'm going to be focusing on these to be catching ones. And these are ones that you want to skip past. Go ahead. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But you could miss some hype or you could miss some despair. Some despair. But we're going to wrap today's episode here. And with that, we're going to go ahead and call it a day. I'm going to go ahead and record the second half of the Catch 'em All video, and then I'm going to go ahead and do it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!